President Biden condemned violence seen on college campuses, though he said he would not mobilize the National Guard. He also said the weeks of demonstrations have not influenced his views on the Israel-Hamas war. Fox 4's Sean Rabb in studio with more. Sean.
Clarice, no organized actions in North Texas or our state today, but the voices, polarized positions have not stopped. And from the president, as well as the man who wants to be president, different views on the activism we're seeing in America.
You want peace, we want justice.
Across the country, campus chaos continues. Tense lines drawn between protesters and police. Lines that at times are crossed. The ugliest clash with police, pre-dawn today at UCLA. 200 arrested there. The nearly 24 arrested Wednesday at UT Dallas, now among the total of more than 2,000 nationwide, according to the Associated Press.
Dissent is essential to democracy, but dissent must never lead to disorder or to denying the rights of others so students can finish the semester and their college education.
President Joe Biden, speaking from the White House for the first time about the unrest, defended the right to protest, but added chaos has no part in peaceful protests.
We are not an authoritarian nation where we silence people or squash dissent. The American people are heard. In fact, peaceful protest is in the best tradition of how Americans respond to consequential issues. But neither are we a lawless country.
Mr. Biden, when asked if he would activate the National Guard, said no. As wide as the divide over the Israel-Hamas war, so too the divide between Biden and former President, Republican nominee Donald Trump, over what's playing out at colleges and universities.
These are radical left lunatics, and they got to be stopped now because it's going to go on, and it's going to get worse and worse.
Increasingly, police commands have been defied, occupying parts of campuses with encampments or taking over parts of buildings and barricading themselves in to keep law enforcement out.
Keep in mind that everyone who's been arrested everywhere across this country, they've all been arrested because they either had tents that violated a rule or they were told to move by police officers and refused to move. No one is being arrested for their speech because they can't be arrested for their speech.
Well, social media right now silent about scheduled demonstrations in our area, but the tensions around this issue are still at high tide in America.